Hello friends, welcome to Meritpathshala. Today we are going to see that how the IMAT result 2025 have been carried out. So the IMAT 2025 result, it was very much unknown to us that what will be the exact cutoff. No predictions, no any kind of you can say that what will happen and the score the students who just calculated themselves, they were also in 50-50 that whether 50 plus 60 plus what will be the exact number where I can break that threshold score. So, taking all those into account, we have prepared a list of all the universities where the threshold have been declared that on 13th October itself, and afterwards, many universities like in Bari and in Pavia and few of the universities where the result have been scrolled 2-3 times or not less than one time. So completely we have a list of that universities where the results have been published and the cutoff is already with us. So for all the universities we can see means most of the means universities have almost a high cutoff this year we can say, but probably this have been not in that it was not expected altogether that what will happen and means the seat numbers where the students were more in numbers, non-EU seats were more in numbers. There we have seen that cutoff is not according to our expectation, obviously, but means if we see altogether means when the difficulty level of the question, the paper difficulty level, depending on that we can say that many universities expected results are there. And so let's see from here that how we will be proceeding in this session. So we will be seeing the IMAT 2025 result analysis and non-EU performance in IMAT. Obviously, we have this kind of statement that how the cutoff depends. Means the cutoff is being how it is calculated. So cutoffs are means not about only difficulty level, but it is also about the number of seats. It is about the location. It is about the applicant pools strategy that year. Means in the current year how many competition is there, how many applicants are there. So depending on that also the cutoff ranges. Now the number of IMAT applicants, they were from 2020 to 2021. It is the number of candidates you can see. There have been a roller coaster like 12,000, and almost 11,500 in 2022 when IMAT was conducted by MUR themselves in 2023. The number got decreased and it got to 10,086, and again it jumps to 10,931 in 2024, and in 2025 it is the highest ever from 2020, that is 13,495. These are the number of IMAT applicants, non-EU applicants who appeared and EU applicants who appeared in IMAT 2025. Now, that is why the cutoff shifted. The post Cambridge era explained. That is why this happened, that the cutoff was shifted from means marginal cutoff in 2024, it got to 2020 25 a high jump, means or in few universities it got high, but in many of the universities it got lower ranks, lower cutoff, because of the reason that the difficulty level and the means structure of the test, it had been radically been changed from 2023 by MUR. So it has means completely the threshold score is going to be means every year the surprising one. So we can see that 2023 how it was fair, and the most challenging paper was in 2023 because means immediately after 2022 it got changed. So the all the formats and everything here was totally changed. The number of questions were changed. So that's why it is considered to be the most difficult one. Now what we see in that changes was in piece biology, physics and maths. It was almost favored, means higher weightage was on biophysics and maths. So that means all the sections of these subjects were touched, means the questions were from all the chapters. And most of the time we see that from 2024 that biology question, it is either very much difficult or very much easier one. In 2 years we have seen 2024 and 25 that the bio questions have been very much easier one in 2024, and it was asked from only one chapter. Likely it is in 2025 and the difficulty level was almost like 2023, but not exactly. But yes, we can say to some extent that the paper was moderate. Unlike 2024, it was very much easier. So we consider these 3 years like how the IMAT have been means the difficulty roller coaster. So depending on that, we are seeing the 2025 the most challenging ever after 2023. And number of students also increased, applicant numbers increased. However, the seat numbers also have been added in the current year. The universities have been added. Therefore we have means comparing all those things, we can see that how other universities where we were expecting means a moderate result, but there have been some significant changes. Like in these 4 or 5 universities, you can see that what are the things that have impacted, like in Parma. So Parma significant rise, like in 2025 it got means more than high, means 2024 it was almost below par. The result was not exactly that was expected by students in the last year, but in the current year it was also expected that if the applicant increase means the means if from 2024 in 2025, obviously the applicant will increase because the number of applicants were means that the cutoff was lesser in 2024. That seeing that means bracket students applied more in numbers in Parma in 2025. That's why the score got plus 8.5 rise, and this is a kind of volatile demand. That's why means seeing the lower cutoff, it got means the high cutoff. Now Tor Margherita, and it is very much popular in Rome and in the capital city. The university is there. Therefore, it is desirable for most of the students who are coming from outside Italy. So they prefer first the capital city, and here the seat was increased from 15 to 20, and it was addition of 5 seats also made a significant means that addition to the this cutoff. So the means Rome based English taught program, it is in demand. And the next surprising thing happened that Tor Vergata just opened one branch in Albania, another country, that is the Republic of Albania, where Tirana, the capital city, in that capital city, they have opened their branch with 150 seats. So that might be the case that they would be thinking like students filled the application of Tor Vergata, Rome, more in numbers, thinking that they may be shifted to Tirana or something like that. But yeah, it was not the case. and means consequently the cutoff increased. For Catania, it was almost expected the rise of threshold score, because that capacity surge means the demand on cutoff. The university's number of seats doubled. It was 30 for non-EU in 2024. Now it was 60 in 2025. That's why the surge in demand, and also this relatively newer public options are there. So cutoff would have been means like this only. Means I will be just letting you know that how much the cutoff of each and every university is there. So depending on that only, we can see here also the Catania fared well from the last year. So that is only one factor, that is the number of seats increased and applicant numbers increased. And to all surprises, we have seen Pavia the highest scorer, threshold score, almost there. So it is believed that every year it was either Milan, Bologna, like universities where the cutoff have been, means the threshold score have been the highest one. But in the 2025, we don't know exact reason, but yes, might be the student quality, and the group of students who applied here have fared very well, and the score cutoff, the cutoff of the university, Pavia University, was the highest in 2025. So now we will be just shifting to our target thing, that is the cutoff analysis. Yes, so from here you can see that this is the cutoff list, and it is believed to be that in universities, in each and every universities, the number of seats, the applicant numbers, it matters a lot. And here we have gathered 2022, 2022, 2025, the cutoff. So we are seeing here Bari, that is 11 seats, and the cutoff have been 50.9. So this have been revised, friends. The cutoff was 49.4, I hope, the last time, but they have added one student, and I think one student was not able to register here. That's why they have removed the student, and it is 50.9 the score. Now, Bologna, it was expected that Bologna will be at number 2 or number 1, but the cutoff have been slightly lower, as it was not expected, like in 74.5 in 2024, it was 74.5. So comparatively, it is 70.3 in 2025. Bologna is having 20 seats. Campania LV very much demanded university, and it got 66.2, and significantly it got increased from 2024 63.2. So in the recent years it had not been that much, the cutoff have been very much fair, but in the year 24 it got increased, and in 2025 it also got increased. Messina, again one of favorite one. So here the score got decreased 58.2, 56 seats, Messina. Now Milano, that is Milano Statale, is having 15 seats, 72.9. And to your surprise, you must know that this is not the highest score. Pavia is having the highest score, uh, that was 73 in the year 2025. It was 71.5 in 24, but in Pavia in 2025 it is 73.0. Now Milano Bicocca Bergamo, 65.1 with 18 seats. Federico 2, again the seat numbers increased here from 25 to 45, additional of 20 seats, 63.1. And it is because of addition of seats in the mid of the session. That's why students who pre-enrolled for another universities, might not have the idea about the university's seat number increment. That's why the cutoff have been 63.1. Else it would have been like northern universities. This Napoli Federico 2 must have around 65 plus score, threshold score. For Padua, we shifted from Padua to Venice this year, and 25 seats are there, 65.4, and significantly it has decreased from 2024. Parma, it has increased, means very much increment is there. So it was not expected, but yes, number of applicants increased. That's why the cutoff have been 67.6 comparatively 59.1 in 2024. Pavia again, just told you that here 35 plus 5, it means that 35 seats are for non-EU candidates and 5 seats are reserved for the Marco Polo. However, the students who appeared from China, that the Chinese student, there are only 3 students who have been enrolled in the year 2025. Out of 5, there are only 3 students who have been enrolled in the university, and 2 seats are still vacant, and that might be means shared with the non-EU, that might be offered to the non-EU candidates again. So the cutoff still it is 73.0. We don't know if it can it may get decreased because of addition of 2 students. And Marche 60 seats 58.2. This is to our satisfactory level, and students were not in that number, or might be the scoring of students got decreased. That's why it is 58.2 comparatively from last year it is lower. Last Sapienza, so there are 2 students from India who have been in La Sapienza this year. 13 seats are there. Out of that, 2 students are from our institute. We will be sharing very soon the name of students and their feedback. So 65.8 also decreased from last year. One of the best university in Italy, and also ranks among top 3, top 4. So this is a decrement from the last year 73.4, and this year it is 65.8. Tarvargeta 69.1. So it's a very much unexpected result this year, and 20 seats are there because of 5 seats were added, and from 53.4 in 2024 it got increased to 69.1. Torino 30 plus 2, 30 seats for non-EU and 2 seats for Chinese students. So it is 67.1, decreased from last year cutoff. Catania 60 seats, 61.6, increased from 2024. Cagliari 56.5, increased 1 or 2 marks from 54.7 in 2024. So this year the trump card was of Roma TV Albania, where 150 seats are for non-EU, where the cutoff have been almost zero because the students numbers who appeared here for the IMAT, there were only 141 or 42 students who appeared for Roma TV Albania, and because of this chaotic situation, like Roma TV Albania is not having students who appeared all on all seats. That's why the cutoff have been almost means whosoever sat the means wrote the IMAT, they have been selected in Roma TV Albania branch Tirana. Now, the cutoff analysis, it is the graphical representation of each and every universities, where you can see the opening score, the closing score, and the average score. This have been very much interesting for me because I have seen that there are a lot of changes from the last year to this year, and the percentage also we will be seeing that how much percentage it has got changed from 2024 to 2025, that cut off the differences, and the average score also it is very much fair this year because of one subject. I don't know that for bio student what happened, because that biology question was only difficult one, So other than bio, it was very much like 2024, all the subjects, chemistry, maths, physics, logical reasoning, whatever it is. And to our surprise, we know came to know that there were no any GK question, or one question was there of GK, and all the English based question was there. So it was very much easier to score in those sections. However, students couldn't make it. Whosoever couldn't make it, they should be just planning from very start, because it is not that easier one. That is not the case that you can study for only 2 3 months and get into the your dream university of Italy for medicine program. So you have to see all the difficulty levels, and you can see here from opening score to closing score how much difference are there. Like in Bologna, if I say, it is only 9 marks difference, 81.3 among 20 students. It is almost means means 11 marks difference is there from 70.3, that is the cutoff, that is closing score of Bologna, and the rank 1 got 81.3. So almost 11, that is the means exact number, that difference of among the 20 students are there. Likely for LV, where the seat numbers are more, like 50 seats are there in LV. So here you can see almost 20 or 66.2 is the cutoff, 82.1 is the highest scorer. Means here is the rank 1 is 82.1, the rank 1 who have got in LV. So how much is the difference, and how much is the average score in this university? It is 68.7. So in Bologna, it is the popularity of the university where we see the students' average score is like this. So it is not about means that all of the students who have scored up to means negative mark also we are calculating that. No, it is of students who have been selected in the university, and who have got the rank in the university. So depending on that only we are calculating this average score. So almost you can see all the universities are having almost 10 to means 12 or 15 or as 20 marks difference from rank 1 to the last rank. Therefore, how to prepare for IMAT is a task, is to just understand the level, is to understand the pattern, how to make sure that you will be means scoring sanctum in particular section of the means subject. So that's why it is not that easy. It had not been that easier in past years also. When 2024 we had the chance to get into Italian universities, but most of the students did not get because of poor planning, or they did not give the time, exact ample time to score well in the university in the IMAT. That's why this had been very much means scarier for us also, that how in 4 months 3 months students are planning to get well means qualified for the IMAT. So means here we can see all the differences of schools. This is also one of the base point where you can start your preparation, that for any particular university how you will be just means marking it, like for Padua you see it is 65.4 the cutoff, and the highest score in the year 2025 87, the means rank 1 have got, and the average score here is 72.76. So depending on these differences of marks, so you can means calculate yourself, you can measure yourself, that how you will be calculating your strategy and plans. So calculating every risk factor, your time management, you can select the university, and don't see the cutoff only but number of seats, the number of applicants, and the university popularity also. And means taking these into account, you will be finding your own potential to score here. So let's move to another session. It is percentage difference. So here we can see that from 2024 to 2025, how much have been the cutoff percentage difference. Like in 2025, from if I say for Messina, it is minus 5.83% difference, because in 2024 it was 61.8, now it is 58.2 in the year 2025. That's why it is difference is well you can understand that this is the difference of score. Accordingly, you can see in each and every university we have this linear side, that is the difference of means score, cutoff score from 2024 to 2025. So what it marks? It is only signifying that this year to year the things have changed. That's why for current year, if the score is like 70 plus or 65 plus, then that might not be the same in the coming year or in the next year. So this difference, percentage difference, is marking that thing where you will also be calculating your progress report, that how fair you are doing in your test series or in your preparation, in your notebook, that these differences can be means filled up, and that gap could not be there, that in 2024 if you had scored 60, then it was not good score, but in 2025 it might be the good score for few of the universities also. So accordingly we have means a very much analytical approach to select university and it is the time factor where you have prepared well for the entrance. So it is not only one thing, I repeatedly am saying that how you will see the cutoff only to select any university for the preparation of IMAT, and appearing IMAT after NEET is never been recommended by us. Yes, the difficulty level of NEET will also be deciding your selection. If you are well to do in the NEET with a good score, then it is also not the guarantee that you will be selected in IMAT. We have the that experience in the past in 2024 itself, where the 600 plus scorers were not selected. In 2022 or from 2022 also we can have many examples where guardians have and parents have just messaged me that my daughter was having 656 score, and she did not get into Messina University. And it is not that that students potential is not there, but the guidance, that approach is not clear for IMAT. That's why it is the case where students of good rank, good score, they could not get into the means simple universities also, or the where the cutoff is lesser one. So friends, you can see here all the percentage differences of these two means universities, and this is important for you to just plan for IMAT in the next year. It is the cutoff analysis of almost 3 years, 2023, 24, 25. So this is the difference that you can share with your means planning, that how you are planning for the IMAT, how you are strategizing for your IMAT, and from 3 years you can get the idea that how fair it had been in the past 3 years. So depending on these, you can plan yourself, plan your strategy, and also just value IMAT according to its repo, because it's an international examination and students are not from India only but from all over the world, where you are facing almost a man like candidate, means they might have been from Israel, Iran, or Turkey, where the students are not in that age group, so their IQ level is different from yours. So that's why it is recommended that you should get these things, first compile these things, that how fair you could be preparing for the IMAT in for the 2026. And for that purpose we will be starting the batch very soon. We are into the process. We will be just letting you from foundation to selection. We will be assuring this thing from this year. So for 2026, we have almost 8 months from January to August, and in this year we have almost 2 months or 1.5 month, I can say. So if you are preparing for 9-10 months for a an examination, then it is means pretty sure that you will be selected in the IMAT like examination. It is any of the entrance exam. It's not that difficult until unless you have a planned structure of your preparation. It is not about that you don't have mathematics, you don't have studied LR ever in your life, then how you will be tackling these things. But if you have that planned way, structured way of writing NEET along with the IMAT, or IMAT along with the NEET, then it is means very much easier for you to make this entrance, means very much simplified version of the difficulty level, that where it is bothering our brain that it is difficult, it is different, the pattern is not the same like NCRT or something. So obviously it is a Cambridge based or international board based examination, and the difficulty level is according to those structure of the means curriculum. But seeing that if someone is guiding you, assisting you, like Meritpathshala Coaching Institute, who pioneered IMAT in India online coaching. So for that purpose, you can join us, you can contact us, and we will be providing such means remarkable data, and we will be sharing everything with you, just to how to approach IMAT preparation first, and just to make a practice that how fair you can be doing in each and every section of the IMAT syllabus. So seeing these things, this have been in the last year, you have seen already. So this is the end of the session from my side, and you can see all the means cutoff details and everything I have shared with you. So it is not that difficult to means understand that how fair it had been in the year 2025. So these are the tables which are showing means the cutoff list, and the cutoff have been means significantly moderate, we can say, depending on the question paper difficulty level, it have been more moderate. And addition of university, addition of seats, it is also positive sign for us. Like for other countries, we are not sure enough that how fair it will be to go to any direct admission provision countries. So it is very much most sought after country, Italy, for medicine program, where the universities are of very much great reputation, and the quality of education, it is at par with the India, competing with the this NMC guidelines. So throughout it is English medium, and icing on the cake, it is the almost free education. It is not always free, because you are getting a scholarship here, and if you are selected for the scholarship, then it is almost free. So with this, I'm ending the session. So very much means you have any questions, and if you want to just contact us for means joining our batches, then please let us know on the given number 8287217181. Thank you so much for watching. See you again.